Hello, everyone. Welcome to your energetic awakening. This is Judy Anderson. Now let's just take a few breaths together. Breathing allows you to become more present, more in your body, and more relaxed. Just take a deep breath in through your nose. Make sure it goes all the way down to your tummy. Deep, long breath. And as you exhale out of your mouth, just relax. And become even more present. Take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, feel your body just relaxing, going deeper and deeper into a wonderful state of relaxation. And then another breath in. And as you exhale, just pose the question to yourself. What can I do? How can I always remember my connection to the divine, my oneness with the divine? And we ask that we always remember the truth of our being. Yes, who we are and our connection to the divine. And now in the space of quietness, let's invite our wonderful angels in. Angels of love and light. Just invite them in. And as they come in to join you, feel the energy. Feel that loving energy. The energy of joy, of love. We ask our angels to raise our vibration of love and joy within us. Raise our vibration. Let us know that wonderful frequency of love and joy. And have that always be with us. That we're always radiating this love and joy from deep from within. And then if there are any ascended masters that you would like to invite in, they too love to assist you and support you in your life's journey. Invite them in too. Invite particular ones or just extend a general invitation and see who arrives. And then take a deep breath in. And focus your attention on the center of the core of your being. That spot of love, of deep connection. that spot where there is the light of the divine, always there, always connected. Take a deep breath in. Yet it is here where you are connected. The brain heart knows who you are. You are an offspring of the divine. You are one of the stars of the universe, twinkling that frequency of love and joy. Always uplifting others by just being. For you are that love. You are loved, and I love you. And so it is. Now wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rub your hands together. Open your eyes and be totally present. I love you. Hello and welcome everyone to Jazz Up Your Life with Judy. This is your host, Judy Anderson. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So glad you could be here today for our wonderful guest, which I think you'll find very fascinating today. Our guest today is Dawn Crystal. She's a recognized voice sound healer and a respected intuitive life coach, soul reader, pain release expert, and best-selling author. And she's known as a leading transformational expert incorporating ancient wisdom for modern-day success. Dawn helps her clients to quickly release themselves from pain, emotionally and physically, and is an active mentor for entrepreneurs, CEOs, and celebrities, helping everyone. Dawn is the go-to person to get out of pain fast, only in minutes. Dawn was recently interviewed by the Today Show, Dr. Oz, Rachel Ray, The View, and many more shows. She lives a very peaceful life on Maui, along with her adorable dog, Hawk. So everyone send a lot of love to our guest today, Dawn Crystal. Aloha, Dawn.
Oh, a big aloha, Judy. How are you doing today? And thank you for that beautiful, warm welcome that I heard. And my little dog, Hoku, is my mascot here with me today. So he's trained to be a little bit quiet, but you might hear him eating treats because that's how I keep him quiet.
Oh, okay. No problem if he's not quiet. No problem whatsoever. So I'm glad he's there. So yeah, Dawn's topic today is get out of pain forever, fast and easy. So Dawn, this has kind of become your thing. Now, how did you get to be into the sound healing? How did that pop into your life?
That's very humbling and long blown out story. But Judy, since we have just limited time, I'm just going to go into a little bit how I guess the gift found me many years ago. Okay, And my journey began, and if anyone's ever followed me before knows that my gifts didn't just come to me overnight, or I took a class and put a label on myself and called myself a sound healer. That's not really my reality. My reality of really the gift of sound that came to me now that it is known worldwide and help people globally, but in the beginning it didn't start that way. I grew up in a very dysfunctional family. That's what if you're really a true healer, I really believe that we kind of come in that way. Maybe not the most, the way I would really want to choose now, but I grew up in a family that was very dysfunctional. That's where my gift, where I started, really in humble beginnings, okay? And my family was drug users, alcoholics. I never had a mom and dad together from day one of conception. I never had one day of love. So my whole life was chaos, watching people shoot up drugs and kill themselves with alcohol. And I grew up with 5 other siblings, and my mom was on welfare trying to support 5 other kids plus myself. Had a very awkward childhood, excuse me, Judy. Never had any friends. I just, I always wore hand-me-downs and had people just making fun of me at school because I used to wear clothes that were 5 sizes too big from my sister. I used to stuff my shoes with tissue paper just trying to go to school because the shoes were too big, and I just was an outcast, okay? But anyway, I did the best I can. I was screamed at from my teachers, put in the corner, you name it. I had a learning disability. Everything was just chaotic because I lived in chaos. That was my norm. And I grew up like that. Luckily for me at the time, back then they don't do this now. Usually there's intervention by if there's abuse in the families. But back then where I grew up, it was, I'm a lot older now, so they didn't really do that back then. People just kind of turned their head and didn't say anything when they see a child abuse or anything like that. So I was very lucky. After going through all that chaos at age 16, I was able to move out, and a neighbor really felt sorry for me, gave me her garage apartment. And, of course, I never had supervision growing up, so it wasn't really a big thing for my mom to allow me to move out. I think maybe on some level of her being, she knew it probably saved my life. So I lived there, put myself through school the best I can, somehow made it through all that. And after that, just to make a long story short, I was, I got married. I've been married twice. First marriage was just a wreck. No love, as always. You don't love yourself. It's really hard to find it outside yourself. Mm-hmm. But married, I was in law enforcement. So with my husband, he got hurt, lost his career. Our whole marriage fell apart. Okay, so that was where I was back then. And then from after that, we got divorced. And then shortly after that, not too long, I was married again. And at that time, I was living on the East Coast. And the beautiful part about this whole thing is I was always self-motivated, even though I had a very hard upbringing. I think it somehow put some energy or something in myself to really just kind of do things and not really think about it. So I was opened up a couple of beauty businesses on the East Coast, and I was pretty successful for a couple years just doing my own thing. And again, my relationship was not going anywhere. It was just attracting what I was. I was just not love. I didn't know what love was. I didn't even know what it felt to be loved. So that whole marriage fell apart. And at that time in my life, I was pretty down and out. I was just thinking that if this is life and this is what I'm here to do, and there's nothing there that's making me feel alive, I was pretty suicidal at that time. And I just decided to give my ex-husband everything I owned, which is my brand new house that I just built, which was less than a year old. Gave him all my money. I just said, take it all. I'm divorced. I'm leaving. And I grabbed 2 bags of clothes and $700 and a little bag of jewelry that I had. That thank God I took this little bag of jewelry because I used that. And when I moved here to Hawaii, that saved my life. But I took a one-way ticket to the Hawaiian Islands. Was not it was not just planned where I'm going to go live in paradise. Okay, so this was many, many years ago. Please do not think I'm here, there now. I am not anywhere close to there, and I was not living on Maui either. I was living on another little island. and yeah, it was pretty wild. And that was my true story, but I'm still going here just a little bit further so people can understand how my gift came to me. So when I moved there, I used to live out of rent-a-rock. I didn't have enough money to have a regular rent-a-car, and I didn't have a place to stay because the rents here are astronomical, and you always have to have a security deposit. So my money that I had was just enough to buy a 10-year-old, I'll rent a 10-year-old rent-a-rock. And I lived out of that car for many months. It was my shelter. It was everything. And I was so grateful that I heard that little voice in my being that she actually probably saved my life many times in my childhood, which was my soul, tell me to bring a bag of jewelry. So that's how I lived off of it. And then I had an oddball job back then, living out of my car, taking showers out of public showers, out of, just out of the beach parks. And I was also taking swimming pool baths out of a major big giant hotel. So that was my life, and I held a job somehow and lived out of my trunk with my clothes. And then from there, I used to go to the beach, and I just thought it was crazy. I was like, what in the world am I listening to this voice inside myself, and I'm homeless, and I just left everything, and I'm out of money. So I used to go to the beach when I was guided, and I just felt I needed to get off the road because police here are not letting people on the streets, okay? So they kind of tell you to move on. But anyway, before they would kick people off the beaches at night, I would go there, and I would just sit there and try to ground myself because I thought I was absolutely crazy. And at that time, I was very surrendered, okay? I was not in my ego. I think if I had an ego before, it was crushed down to the size of an ant. And I would just sit there and just, sound used to start coming through my voice at that time. And I was just like, I didn't know what this sound was. It was kind of coming through myself to heal myself, I guess I might say. It was making me feel soothed and relaxed. And I started making these sounds, and these people back then were not open to holistic health. So please get me wrong here. This is like over 20 years ago. Would walk by me and ask me what I was doing when I was making these sounds, and I would say, I'm making sounds. I don't know. It's helping me. And these people are like, I don't know. I like the sound. You sound angelic. Can I sit with you, lady? I'm like, sure. So I was like, sure. So they would sit with me. People would sit with me, and I'd have people back then saying, oh, these sounds are helping me with my pain. I don't know. My pain's leaving. I'm like, oh, really? I said, I have no idea. I'm just sitting here making sound, and then people would come and sit me and say, I'm in anxiety. Can I sit with you? So this went on for about a month or so, a couple months, and people got wind of me because this is Hawaiian Islands. This is like small-town behavior here where people just kind of know each other. Said, I don't know, this lady's at the beach. She's healing people, and a spa owner down the road heard of my gift, and one of the people who were doing a massage actually sat with me or got one of my healings, and she told her about this lady who was going through a divorce. She was a spa owner that was near a big party, the luau's, Judy?
Right.
Well, she had a spa there, and she was going through the divorce, and she was desperate, okay? This woman was desperate to have some kind of attraction where these people would leave the luau that would pass right by her spa door and be attracted to come into her spa at night and spend some more money. So back then, that's how people did it. She put my poster on the door, put some note on there saying intuitive readings, because that's pretty much what I was doing, and she said sound therapy or something. I don't know what she put on there. And people would come in, and they'd be like, I have time to waste. I'm just, because there was like shops around there, too, that was outside the luau. They would come in and mingle, and then some people were like, I'm into intuitive reading, so I would go back in the massage room, and I would give them a reading, and then some people, I don't know, I would just get up and start blowing on people's bodies, and it was great for her because I was not a liability for the spa because I wasn't really touching anybody. So I did really well there. So that's how I started, and then I would just split my proceeds with whatever the sessions that I was doing with people with the spa owner. So she had me there for quite a while, and that's where I kind of took off because a lot of these people who were coming to the island were like, well, do you have any other way for me to work with you besides coming here? I really love your work. I would really like to work with you. So at that time, I somehow got enough money where I could actually get a cell phone, and that's where I really started to do my work by phone. It did just come to me. I mean, I didn't even know I could work by phone back then. So I just started. My soul says, I have a very strong inner guidance. Thank God it saved my life. But my inner guidance says, yeah, go ahead, tell them you can do it. I'm like, okay. So I gave my phone number, and they would send me a check. I'd have a P.O. box, and they would send me a check. It wasn't like PayPal right now. And that's how I started. So from there, things started taking off. There was a lot of Maui's a very the Hawaiian Islands, I should say, back then are very holistic. So I used to go to be invited to go to different fairs and vitamin shops that would have their health fairs. I would go there in the store and just put up a tip jar for people to tip me, and I would just sit in front of someone, make sound, and blow on their bodies. That's pretty much all I did. So everybody loved my work because I wasn't, like I said, I didn't touch anybody. That was a big thing. So anyway, that's where I started, and then people started talking about me, and my work just kind of evolved. It didn't happen overnight, Judy. People just started talking about me, and then from there, when I started getting more and more income coming in, I was able to get a website up back then, and of course it's changed now, and that's the humble beginnings. And then people just started calling me. I mean, it was I really feel that because I followed my heart, the divine intervention, and really being true to what I do, really expanded where I'm at till today. Obviously, I fine-tuned my gifts where I'm at right now. This is way over 20 years, but I know how to work with my energies that come through me. Back then, I was just allowing the energy to come through me, and I was just doing things I didn't have any idea what in the world I was doing. But obviously now I know how to use the energy that comes through myself. And that's where I really, from there, just kind of took off being now globally known. And obviously, I'm nowhere even near there, please, everybody. I'm working with doctors all over the world now, helping them with their pain issues. But humble beginnings. So my gifts, I would say my gifts found me. But I also would say, Judy, that my gifts were, I kind of felt that they were there because I already know, just knowing who I really am now, that I was a healer in past lives. I know that my gifts were not the same in past lives as they are now today, because I think I've been updated somewhat, but who knows. But actually, I know that just beyond a shadow of doubt, I didn't know that back then that I was a healer. And the gifts in this lifetime just needed to come out in a state of, I would say, in a state of surrender. And, you know, I think the universe really came and supported me because I was willing to just walk away from millions of dollars. I had lots of money. You know, it wasn't like I just left a small little paying job. I left a lot. And it was my calling, and that's just where I was at. And I felt in my heart, even when I was going through the chaos of living out of a car and being on the beach homeless, I knew in my heart the whole time that I was doing something right here. And I didn't go to a local church to get help. My soul never had me do anything like that. I pretty much lived out there, and I was really crushed. If there was ego, I think that was part of it. Maybe there was ego because that was my survival growing up. I had to crush that down because these gifts that come through me now that are directly guided, I say right from source. I don't really call my work a modality, you know, and they're really very powerful. And I really think they needed to have a clear channel for them to come through, and I was just, whatever, I guess I was the person to do it. So here I am today, over 20 years later. I'm globally known, and I'm helping people throughout the world rid their pain in their bodies, energetically, physically, in minutes. That's what I'm known for, to be a fast lightning speed healer as I talk. But I'm a lightning, I'm from the city anyway growing up, but yeah, I'm a lightning speed healer, and I could do, I'm not saying people that don't have deeper issues that come to me, but I'm pretty fast. I can get energy really moving through the body, and that's what I'm known for, to really help people get out of their blockages fast that cause physical pain, you know, so that's pretty cool. And then, you know, we could go into it. My sound, Judy, goes deeper than just the pain body. And I want to mention my sounds, I think, which are really unique about how my sound releases pain, Judy, is because I can bypass that pain body of ours. And that pain body of ours is really hard to penetrate sometimes because it's the mind, you know. So my sounds are beyond the physical language. So my sounds could go in there pretty quickly and get bypass the pain body and release your pain, because a lot of times you might get a little resistance. You know what I mean? That's what people have to work with when you're dealing with the physical mind. And I can get past that pretty fast. So that's part of it. But if you want to know what else, Judy, I can help with, I can mention that too, if that's okay. You know, I can go into a little bit more.
You mean about the pain relief?
Well, yeah. I also with my sound. Yeah, I just want to mention what else my sounds can help with, if it's okay. I would like to mention that my sounds help people. I'm known for helping people with chronic anxiety issues, because my sound that comes through me is actually, I help children, I help pets, and I help adults with my sounds. And I'm talking about, I can work on pets in 2 minutes, and it release their anxiety and ground them to earth, and help them in minutes, because pets are like children, very open and very innocent vessels of truth. But yeah, I could just ground people in minutes. My CDs that I have out there, and I think it's in the program today. We'll talk about later. They get a bonus. We'll just people listen to it. It helps people with all kinds of anxiety issues, and also my sounds are really known for to help people with chronic insomnia. I'm not making any medical claims, but I have people send me emails all the time saying how much my work, just anything I put out, any MP3s or whatever I put out, helps people beyond what the MP3s say. And a lot of people just get released from chronic insomnia, which is a big thing too these days. So I help you with that too. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course, you know, there's deeper stuff that goes on, because the sounds that are channeled through me are from Source. I call it Source, the Creator, that beats your heart, everybody, and breathes your lungs without you thinking about it, and does it for every living creature on this planet, including the animals. And that's the energy that really run through me. So it really knows where to go, and each individual person, and knows what you're needing, how you need to release it, because that's true. We're all unique, Judy, in our own right, our own energetics. So these source frequencies that come through me know how to reach people in their own way of receiving, for their highest good, of course, and goes in and actually helps people beyond just a pain issue, because I'm known to help people release blocks pretty quickly. I'm not saying that I have people who don't come to me with chronic stuff, and I'm talking chronic stuff that can happen from past lives, okay? So my sounds can go through this lifetime to past lifetimes. If you have some stuff that's coming through you this lifetime for clearing, I can really release a lot of that stuff pretty fast, and it's usually in a session or two with me. And also I can go in and go beyond that into your family inherited line and ancestral genetics, if you have anything going on there. My thoughts have really been cool and unique, because I can help people with, just kind of help people with all kinds of things, as far as weight loss. My sounds help people, when you're clearing out blocks, I really can help people manifest also things in their life pretty quickly, such as money and stuff like that, and more love, which is really amazing too. So, when you're dealing with source frequencies, you can pretty much work with it in different ways. And I've learned over the years how to use it in different ways to make significant changes, Judy, in people's lives in a very quick way. I don't believe in healing has to take hours and hours and hours, and people listening to hours and hours and hours of stuff in order to make shifts and changes in your life in a very miraculous way. I feel that if a person is ready to shift, it can take as little as minutes to shift your energy and your life and your vibration, okay? So, most of the stuff that I put out there, Judy, is not even no more than 10 or 15 minutes, okay? I'm talking programs, MP3s, because you don't, when you're really in tuned and you're really, you're open to the work, it doesn't have to take hours and hours. So a lot of people appreciate what I'm doing and putting out my work, because a lot of people, as you probably are, Judy, very busy, right?
No.
I don't think you're busy, but I just want to say, most people have kids, they have lives, they have animals, they have children, they have everything, and you have work, right? Oh, yeah. So I say this, Judy, who in the world has time to sit there for hours and hours and meditate or listen to MP3s that are 2 hours long? I don't know anybody who, I don't have time for that. So I just try to make things, my whole philosophy of healing is, of course, I always say I attract people who are ready for my work, and I bless your telesummit for what you're doing, because most people who listen are already ready for this work. So I'm blessed by people like you, Judy, who offer this beautiful platform throughout the world. And it's amazing, or people just shift and change, and you see just the people I've worked with. I can have one session with them, and they're emailing me right after that a testimonial saying my life has changed. Oh my God, so I'm just pretty humbled by that. So, and again, I'm no better than anybody else. I just put out my work in a very clear, very pure heart, as much, and I really put out the highest good for whoever I'm really reaching. And, onto the call today, Judy, and of course I want to mention, if you do have live callers that call in, they can, they can ask me their questions, or I can tune into them and see what's going on. And then from there, I can make sound and ground people. Oh, I want to mention, too, my sounds of my gifts of sound that come through me also help people embody. This is really important, I'd like to mention, too, if I can. Helps people embody their energy of their life force. That's a really big thing, and I've been doing this work for years, grounding people's souls. I call people's souls, or their life force energy, into their physical bodies. Very important thing to do that. I'm very gifted. I can do that. I ground people's souls in their bodies. What's the reason for that? Well, the reason for grounding your life force energy, it helps everything in your life run much, 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 much smoother. Meaning, I'm bringing your body, your mind, and your spirit together as one vessel. And by doing that, it actually helps your body heal faster, number one. And if you're wanting to manifest a lot of things in your life, such as money or whatever, health, happiness, we need to have a little soul with us, okay? And a lot of people kind of forget that we have a spirit. We think it's just there. Sometimes our spirit is halfway out of our body. I see people's souls above their head. And I have an ability where I can see, hear everything when I'm working with people. So I don't just have to get the sound. I actually have the ability to have all my senses activated, and I hear things, I see things, I talk to your soul. I'm known to really communicate with the person's spirit when I'm in session with people. I can hear your spirit telling me what you're needing beyond your physical mind saying, I just want this, because our minds are like children. Our minds say, I need this, I want it like this, you know. So a lot of times people tell me they want it like this, and I tell people, please be open. Your soul is asking it for to come like this. And I try to bring that part of your being together with you, okay, physically and energetically. And it could happen, again, in seconds, even with my ground life force energy into people's bodies. And we could do a group process today, just doing a little bit of that, dropping people's life force energy. And
I was thinking that would be great, what you're talking about. That seems like it encompasses a lot. I know Diana is asking for something for stress. However, I think what you're saying probably also helps with stress. So that would be great.
Yeah,
do you want to do that now?
Yeah, we could do a group process. That would be wonderful.
Yeah, let's do a group process.
Yeah, so I wanted to just mention, Judy, before we do the group process, I'm a very simple healer, okay? I'm not a big talker. So I'm all about results. So I usually just love my sounds because I'll give you a little guidance of what or a place in your body where you'll put your focus and attention on, and then I'm just going to make sound. And my sounds are not bringing anything really outside of yourself to yourself. I'm not big about that. I'm not talking about activations of bringing anything to you. I'm actually activating something that's already there within yourself that could be dormant, okay? Could be asleep, and it's just ready to come alive. It's ready to reawaken, okay? So that's all when I say activation, I'm just bringing yourself back to wholeness. Wholeness of who you are, okay? Wholeness of the truth of who you really are. That's really my work. Very simple. And people appreciate that I do that. I'm just all about bringing people back home to themselves. So I think that's a pretty awesome thing, don't you think? So
yes.
Okay, so let's go ahead and start the process, everybody. Let's take a couple deep breaths just to get us in our bodies as much as we can. Just because I just want to make sure everybody's here. And I want to mention, too, Judy, because you have a replay, so on this, anybody who's driving or operating any machinery or equipment, please stand out of this, any group processes, and just know that you could always go back to the replay, and the energies are just as active, okay? I just want to mention that. Because these energies that come through me could put you in a meditative state, okay? Is that good with you, Judy? I just wanted to mention that. Perfect. Okay, so everybody, now we're going to just go ahead and we're going to do a little activation down the body. And basically we're going to go the opposite way of the chakras. So we're going to go from the top of your head down to your throat, which is the throat chakra, down to your heart chakra. And then we'll just kind of reach the 3 chakras to your root chakra, which is down by your pubic bone area. And then after that, we're just going to imagine, after I activate each chakra for everybody, I'll imagine white light coming from your top of your head, which is going to be source light or God's light, whatever you believe is fine. And you're going to imagine that streaming through your full physical body, down your feet. Grounding your energy is what you need to do. Ground your energy into the center of Mother Earth, where it's loving, safe, where you're safe. At Mother Earth. A lot of people don't feel safe in their bodies right now with the world being very unstable, but we're safe on Mother Earth. So anyway, if you'd like to participate now, that's great, everybody. Let's go ahead and do that. And everybody, to the best of your ability, go ahead and put your focus and attention at the top of your head. And you don't have to be in the exact place. These energies that come through me will permeate through anything. And this is only what you're ready for. So if you feel it, if you don't feel it, it may hit you. I want to mention, if you don't feel it right away, it may hit you later in the day when your mind is not so busy and active. So a lot of people are just doing 101 things at a time, multitasking, and it might not feel as potent. So either way, it's going to work. So let's go ahead and begin. Put your focus and attention at the top of your head, everybody, and let's begin. Now I'm going to make a loud sound, and that loud sound, everybody, may sound bizarre, but that loud sound is actually moving energy for everybody on the call. So just allow that to leave, and this loud sound, you might feel a pop, you might feel a tingle. That's fine. Just allow it to leave. Let me do that now. Ooh, there it goes. Take a deep breath, everybody. Activated that. Top of your crown chakra. Let's go down to the third eye, which is your forehead, middle of your forehead. Just put your focus there, everybody, for a moment. Breathe and receive. Let's begin. Third eye. Okay, so that's activated. Take a deep breath. Remember I told you the work doesn't have to take a long time. Okay, so I want everybody to drop your focus down to the throat chakra area, right in the middle of the throat. I want to make some sound activating that. So let's breathe and receive. And imagine everything just going into that light that's not serving you while making these sounds into the divine light of Source or God to be transmuted back into pure divine love. And let's go ahead and put your focus into the throat area, everybody, while we begin the next activation. Okay, let's take another deep breath, everybody, while the energy is moving. Okay. I'm going to give my dog a treat here, okay, so he doesn't bark. Okay. All right, let's drop our focus and attention down to the heart chakra, everybody. That's right in the middle of your chest. I want you to think of somebody you love in your life, your beloved child, your husband, your beloved pet. Just put someone in your heart now. And we're going to go ahead and do the heart chakra activation. Let's do that now. Beautiful. Let's take another deep breath, everybody. Okay, let's go ahead and go down a little further down. Just put your focus around the belly button area. That's fine. That's the third chakra, by the way. And let's go ahead and just put that area right there, right in the middle of the belly button. And these lower chakras are really big. I like to, usually in my programs that I put out, I would cover them a little bit more, really activating and clearing out old wounds and traumas, because really getting those chakras moving is really where you're going to manifest things in your life pretty fast and easy. So let's go ahead and put our focus at the belly button, everybody, and receive the next activation. Okay, that's activated. Let's take a deep breath, please, everybody. Okay, let's go about 2 inches below that belly button area. Just do another activation there, and then we're going to do the light. So I got a couple more chakras, so just go about 2 inches is fine. Below the belly button, and let's go ahead and do the next activation there, and receive. Beautiful. Let's take a deep breath, everybody. Okay, so we got one more to go, and that's going to be root chakra, pubic bone area. That's fine. Good enough to just put your focus there. We're going to activate that, and that's your chakra of creativity, everybody. So if you're lacking in that creativity, that might help you. So be pretty amazing. I always love to hear people's feedback. So go ahead, just put your focus in the root chakra area, the pubic bone area, and let's begin the next activation. Let's receive. One more step here, everybody. We're going to imagine the beautiful white of God or source, whatever you believe, above your head. We're going to have that trickling down all the way down, right? When I make sound in a minute here, you're going to imagine it trickling down from your crown chakra all through your physical body. You're going to imagine that beautiful, like, gentle raindrops of white rain, a source soothing you, loving you, all the way down through your head, all the way through your neck and shoulders. It's going to trickle down to your chest. It's going to trickle down this beautiful divine light of source down your full chest and solar plexus area, all the way down through your lower chakra. We just cleared down through your legs, everybody, this white light of source, trickling down all the way down to your calves, all the way down to your feet. And you're going to imagine that beautiful light going from your feet, transcending down to the beautiful center of loving, nurturing Mother Earth. And it's going to ground you there. And, of course, your energy can stay there as long as it wants to. It's going to help you in all different ways of your life. But, we'll just kind of allow it to be. So let's go ahead and imagine that happening right now with this last sound that comes through me to ground your life force energy. And let's begin, everybody. Beautiful. Let's take another deep breath, everybody. Okay, so those energies I want to mention, because we just finished our group process, I want to mention these energies will continue beyond this short call today that I'm here with you. So just know that these energies, whatever you are needing, is a gift from Source or God, and it's going to work with you all day long. So please know that if you do feel like you just need to just chill out and take a little bit of a step, if something's kind of grounding or kind of activating, just know that's your highest good happening. And I'm glad that I could facilitate that for you today. And Judy, that's our group process, and I'm really glad I could share that today.
Yes, me too, Dawn. Thank you. Oh, my. Now, I have something to ask you to do. You mentioned that you do a process or a clearing for animals. Could you do that for the animals?
Mm-hmm. Now, we're just talking animals in the world, or do you want to be specific? Which ones were you talking about? The animals of any specific animals?
Well, it's, generally we have dogs around us, but I mean for any animal, dogs, cats, yeah.
Okay, well, let's do a little heart activation for the love of the animals of the planet. I always say that the more we love our pets, the more we exude that to the planet of people who are not maybe taking care of their animals the way they should.
Right.
So I always say the more love we can pour through our hearts. I mean, my dog, that's my love of my life. If you feel he doesn't miss a chicken treat, okay? All right. So, all right. And I have homeless cats that come to my house. So I'm all about animals. So you're talking to the right person. And so let's go ahead and just put the animals of the world. I just want to really put them in our hearts. You don't have to think of a specific. Just support animals that maybe are, hungry. I drive around with cat food in my car, by the way, Judy. I have food that I feed. If I see a poor little homeless or a hungry animal on the road, I will stop and help them. That's just my calling.
Great. I love it.
I love my critters. I'm not taking anything credit, but that's my heart's at. My heart beyond helping humans. I go right to the animals. That's my second calling. And I have so many animals that come through my dog door in the morning. I'm like the homeless soup kitchen.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah, it's funny. They come in at 6 a.m. right before I got on the call day, and they're all in line with their little forks and knives saying, all right, feed us. I'm like, come on in, everybody. And my dog lays there. I'm sorry, I don't want to get into this too long, but my dog lays there, and they all come stomping through my door. And I got plates of food down, and they eat, and they walk out, and my dog goes over there and licks the plate. It's pretty funny.
Oh, how cute. How wonderful. Thank you for doing that.
Yeah, that's my life every morning and night. Early in the morning, 6 a.m. and then they come late at night, and I got a couple in my driveway I feed too. So yeah, that's good. I'm glad you mentioned animals because that's my love of my life. Animals. I live with animals. I don't live with human beings. I've been living with animals, Judy. And I'm not saying anything wrong with humans, please, but I've been living with animals for 15 years by myself. So I'm all about the animal energy, and they're amazing. So
Yes,
yeah,
they are so wonderful.
yeah, those are my roommates. Okay, so
Oh, I know that. Mine too.
yeah, they're my roommates here. So I got my dog here. He's just hanging out, just like you got your mascot. He's mine. And my dog's name's Hoku. It's Hoku, and his name has a meaning in Hawaiian. Can I say that? What it means?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, Hoku in Hawaiian means star. Okay, so that's the star in the sky.
Oh, sure.
So he's from the island. So I gave him a Hawaiian name, which means star, and he is my star. Okay, so that's what Hoku star means. It's actually a Hawaiian name, and I think it's really cool.
Yeah,
so
that really is.
So let's go ahead and put the world, just put our attention of just helping and loving the animals and the planet and bringing more love into people's hearts. So if they see an animal that they see in distress, instead of just leaving them on the road starving or whatever, I've seen everything, we want to, something in our hearts. I mean, I used to be traveling afar, and I didn't have dog or cat food. I used to go through the drive-thru at McDonald's and give them hamburgers. I mean, I would give them anything if I see them starving. Not that I would do that all the time, but I'm just telling you, I have done that. I've gone through the drive-up just to get the animals some food because there was nowhere else to get them food. So, anyways, let's go ahead and just put the love of the animals in our heart right now, and I'm just going to do a little activation, and that'll help you too, by the way, anybody who's needing more love in their life. We're just going to put that out right now, and just imagine that in your heart right now, just a love for our little critters, our doggies and kitties and that, and, of course, whatever little critters you love. And let's go ahead and just put them there and breathe, and let's receive these energies. Let's receive. Ah, beautiful. Let's take a deep breath on that one. Lots of love there, and that was very, very activating for people who, in general, just for human beings who need more love themselves, and that was to heal our animals on this beautiful planet that do so much more than just being a cute little pet. They're actually putting vibration out on this planet. They're very high vibration. A lot of these animals are here helping our planet, including the whales. I'm very much in touch with their energies, and I bless them all. So thank you, Judy, for allowing me to do that little
thank you, Dawn,
healing.
for that.
It was very special. Yeah, I got goose pimples from that, so I'm glad I was able to
yes,
share that.
I thank you so very much. And I wonder if you mentioned part of it right now, and it came to me. Do you do, you're right there on the island. Do you do any work with the dolphins or the whales?
It's funny, my connection is more to land animals. I'm not saying that I don't have connection to anything because of the energies that come through me. I've had really cool experiences with turtles.
Oh,
We have
okay.
the turtles here. Oh my gosh, I was swimming. Yeah, it's funny how each person, I'm very connected to land animals. That's where the universe puts me on the land here. So
Uh-huh.
I help all the land animals. That's really what I'm here to do. But I am connected, like somewhat to the turtles because I had a turtle. Do you ever see how big these turtles are here?
Yes.
They're huge.
Right.
So I
Mhm.
was swimming not too long ago, and I just, I'm intuitive, but I wasn't, when I'm not working doing the healing work, my energy's on, but I'm not like this. I'm totally turned on, like my energy, everything's on for the shows that we do, but I can't walk around there 24 hours like that. Okay, I'm very sensitive. So, but anyway, I felt a pulsating thing, energy coming through me, and I was just in the shallow, just, chilling out. This is where I reboot myself as I go in the ocean. I'm not a big swimmer, but I like to float, okay?
Mhm.
That's how I kind of
Sounds like
revive
me.
oh yeah, you give me an inner tube, Judy, and I'm just floating, okay? That's what I like to do.
Mhm.
I just float. So I just felt like something coming up on me that was pulsating, and sure enough, I looked out. It was this huge, humongous turtle, and I was like, didn't know what to do. I never had a big turtle swim up on me. I didn't even know if they bite. I don't know. I never had the experience of that. But anyway, it was really a cool experience because I could feel the energy of it, just powerful, just powerful. And of course, I know the whales are here right now. It's whale season in Maui. I'm in Maui, the Hawaiian Islands. So the whales are here for a while yet, and they're very awesome because the whales come here once a year from Alaska, and they have their babies here. Okay, this is where they have their time, where they stay here till about April, and they have their babies, and they're all fasting, and you can actually see the whales. I live not far from the beach, and you can see them just out there jumping and having, the mother whales are teaching the baby whales to, do their thing. They swim and all that, and they go back up to Alaska soon. But that's a really cool time of year here in the Hawaiian Islands is whale season. So the energy of the whales here alone is amazing because whales are really a high vibration species on our planet. To really, I know for the whales for a fact that really keep a balance of on our planet and just the waters alone. And of course, there's land animals that I work with here that actually keep balance and stability of our planet, especially with a lot of new Earth frequencies coming to our planet, raising our vibration. So the animals are really a key. I'm so glad you're into animals, Judy, and really we just did a healing for them because they do so much more than people give them credit for.
Oh, yes.
I communicate with my dog all day long. My dog is teaching me stuff, okay? My dog is like my soul dog, okay? And he teaches. He's been connected with me many times, lifetimes. So I have we all have our own totems, I call it, or our own connections to whatever. Animals are just, very amazing beings. So I'm very connected with their energies. But yeah, it's an amazing place where I live, and then the energy of where I'm at is very good too. And that's over the years I've known how to work with the energies here that's why I was guided here to the Hawaiian Islands. I wasn't just a one-way ticket to get out of the cold. I was actually guided. I just letting you know I wasn't. I had it. Well, you know what I mean. I was living on the East Coast in the snow belt, but when I left,
Yeah.
but I want to mention I didn't just get a one-way ticket here and just say I'm going to get out of the cold. No. I was guided to come to the Hawaiian Islands many years ago as an invitation for the Hawaiian Islands. And it was a test of my faith because I had to leave everything in a very short period of time. I didn't have time to go sell off everything at a garage sale. No, I was just like, come here now. So that was part of my path too, even though back then I didn't know I was being invited. And now I'm so blessed by the island energy here, and I work with the energies here. So that's what I'm really brought here by the universe to share these energies. It's not just here on the planet. It's all over the planet. There's very high vibrational places, and I just happen to work with energies. And they're, that's just what I do. That's what I'm here to do. So, yeah, it's pretty amazing. Who knows? I'm living the moment. This is where I'm at right now, but I've been here for many, many years. So, yeah, I'm glad that we could do that. That was really special. And, yeah, we could go into working with human beings, too.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for doing that.
Absolutely.
So let's go to a two-legged animal.
Yeah, let's go to the humans
down in Texas.
We can have a whole show on healing the animals, Judy, if you want to have it.
Okay, I'll take you up on that.
Oh, yeah, people put their pets in the line.
The last four digits of our wonderful listener down in Texas are 0680. Hello, and what is your name, please?
Hi, Crystal and Judy. My name's Gabby.
Hi, Gabby. And what is your question for Dawn?
Wow, the activations both were wonderful, but the animal one was so yummy and relaxing. Loved it.
Well, can I mention one thing? Did I mention, is it Gabby you said?
Yes, it's Gabby.
Yeah, did I mention that if there was a human being that needed some love and nurturing, that you're going to receive it as well, because we're all connected, animals and humans?
That's right.
Yeah, we're all one, really.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you felt that. Yeah, it was a
amazing.
very deep heart activation there, is what we did.
Oh, no wonder. Well, my question for Crystal was, I've been having, when I go to sleep, I've been having numbness in my feet and especially my hands. So I was wondering if you had any sound healing for that.
Well, again, I don't make medical claims, but I do bring in, how old are you, by the way?
I am 45.
Okay, are you in pretty, how's your health, I mean, in general?
I am vegetarian, do yoga, do Tai Chi. I'm healthy.
So you're pretty active. So you got some blockage going in. Okay. So do you have permission to connect with you, Gabby? I always ask for permission. I'm very integrity what I do.
Yes, please.
Okay. So you have blockage in your hands, and you said your feet?
Yes.
Okay, that's a little bit of a lineage thing going on here. I definitely know my program can help you with stuff. You have some deeper stuff going on that's a little bit ancestral, coming into your power. So, and again, I want to mention, because my path of me being in my power right now did not start, Gabby, with just, let it all in. I had a lot of resistance from my inner child and my human side, because a lot of energy comes through me now. There's a part of my human side that didn't want it. It was too much for my human side to handle at first. That's why I think I've been fed this energy over the years, because it was too much for my, you have to get used to it. So for you, there's a little resistance coming into your power. So that's fine. Let's go ahead and do you want to just do a little bit of clearing on you. That's what you're needing, and we'll just kind of bring some energy into your hands and your feet. How does that sound?
Thank you.
Okay, so let's imagine, so just imagine white divine light above your head. It could be your God's light or source light. It doesn't matter. And just imagine everything going into that beautiful light above your head that's not serving your highest good, from your feet all the way through your head. That's not your highest good. Are you ready? And just breathe and let everything go while making sound. Ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's begin. So you have a heavy block at your head. Just imagine that heavy energy leaving with this high-pitched sound I'm making now. I'm going to clear that heavy layer off your head. Let's do that now. Do you feel that leave? Huh? Yeah, keep breathing. I'm going to clear you. I got to clear that off. Somebody in your life, I just want to let you, because I'm a psychic and I actually am a soul reader. Somebody in your life trying to block your light from coming into your crown chakra. I don't know if there's somebody around you that's jealous, but I don't really get into the good or bad, but just know that there's somebody in there trying to block you. Okay, so you might know who it is. You may not, but otherwise, I'm just going to clear them, but just know that that's what's happening, okay? And if you don't have life force energy going through your body, it's not going to reach your feet or your hands. So let's just kind of let that go. Don't worry about that right now. But I'm seeing that. Somebody's blocking you. Can you feel some energy starting to move from your feet to your hands?
Yes.
Yeah, keep breathing. Let it all go in the light above your head. Keep breathing. Let it go. You should be feeling a little bit more flow through your body. Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Keep breathing. Feel your shoulders and your neck loosening up? You aware of that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're feeling like a full massage of universal energy going through your body right now. That's what I do. I get your life force energy going into your body. And what I'm doing right now is getting your life force energy moving through your body so your body can heal itself. How does that sound? Naturally.
Amazing.
Yeah. That's my gift. So keep breathing. How's your hands and your feet right now?
Warm.
Yeah, that's warm. And that's warm of life force energy. I'm going to ground your soul, your life force energy in your feet. So you should feel really solid right now in a minute here. I'm going to make another sound. And it's actually what I'm doing is I'm grounding your soul to your body. So this way you're feeling, you might feel taller or you might feel more solid in your feet, okay? And that's what you're lacking.
Okay.
So let's go ahead and do that right now. So how does that feel in your feet?
Like chains pulling me down?
Well, I mean, I would hope that's not a bad feeling.
No, it feels good.
Well, it's actually grounding your life force energy in your body. So
Okay.
doing that is actually going to help you on so many levels. Again, as I was mentioning in the beginning of the call, it's going to help you be healthy in your body. It's going to help you repel any negative energy that might come near you that tries to block you or tries to, whatever it is, whatever the story is. It gets rid of negative energy, and it also helps you manifest. So I'm talking about manifesting a little quicker, because I was mentioning, bringing the body, the mind, and the spirit together, which is what I just did, helps you at so many levels. So you should be feeling, just kind of give your feeling, because I only worked on you 2 minutes. This is a mini healing, by the way. This is not my full work. Would you say your body feels lighter right now and much more peaceful and also grounded? And your pain in your hands or whatever was going on is gone.
I feel like a heavy weight has been released from somewhere. Yeah. I don't know where, but it's gone.
Yeah. But you were complaining about your hands. You're complaining about your hands and your feet. Has that gotten better?
They feel warm. They actually go numb when I sleep. When I'm awake, they're fine.
Oh.
But they do.
Well,
feel
you should.
warm right
Okay,
now.
so we'd be very interested to see if that goes away, because you had some blockage in your arms and your legs. So I cleared that. I'm not going to say that you don't have some deeper stuff. You have some deep ancestral stuff. So if you do decide to get the program, that's going to go deeper in the layers. You don't have to, but I'm just mentioning that because you do have some stuff that's from past lives, okay? That's actually in the way as well.
And which track of your pain relief program would I need to do for this?
The whole program is designed to go into every system of your body. So even if you listen to each one time, it brings all systems of your body into complete flow in harmony of life force energy. So even if you don't have a pain issue, the whole program is designed for anybody who just wants to stay healthy. So it's a multi-tasker. It's not just about pain. Okay.
Oh, okay. So even for this that is ancestral, it would work.
Oh, yeah. This even says on my program about ancestral. It clears in every module ancestral pain, because that's actually deep-rooted energy.
Oh, okay.
But it's something that you listen to. Again, as I mentioned, my MP3s are not long, so you can listen to it, and it's going to work with you in clear layers. I mean, we all have different things that come up in our lives that are in layers. That's what part of us being in the physical body. We have to clear our stuff, but sometimes if it's deep-rooted like that, it may take some time to get the layers off. I mean, you're feeling my work right away, but I'm a very realistic healer, okay? So,
wow.
It depends on how deep-rooted it is, and I don't really have that much time to go into your whole history, because we're just doing a mini healing right now. But look at the change that you felt just in a 2-minute session.
Oh yeah, amazing.
That's great, Gabby.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Gabby. Wonderful. And, I want to point out, too, as Dawn works with someone, apply it to yourself, so you can get the benefits, too, definitely. Now let's go to Massachusetts. The last 4 digits, 7038. Hello, and what is your name?
Hello, my name is Annette.
Hi, Annette.
Hi. I'd like to say, because of events 6 months ago, I moved in with my boyfriend, and we get along great. But he has this poverty and lack mentality, and also the couple across the hall are heavy negative energy. And I wonder if this is surrounding me, preventing me from receiving my abundance.
Oh yeah, do you live in a place where people are kind of close living?
Yes, across the hall, yeah.
Yeah, you could be picking up on it. And I can tell you right now that, do I have permission to connect with you for a minute? My name's Dawn.
Yes,
welcome to the call. This is Dawn Crystal Annette. Yeah, and I kind of can tell you're a very sensitive person. Is that true?
yes, yes.
You're an empath. So a lot of people are empaths and they don't even know it, meaning that you feel the world stuff and it's not even yours, and it can be a little bit chaotic at times because of the fact that you don't know how to filter out that energy. So yeah, I would suggest, and I can do a little clearing on you now, but of course I'm not just about the feel-good moment. I'm actually here about empowering people. So when I do energy work with you, regardless if it's a few minutes on the phone or not, it's about you taking the power. So I could do the job, the work with you to clear it, but you need to keep it, sustain it. So I suggest putting a healthy boundary around yourself every day of white light. I don't know if you do anything like that. White light, just for white light of God or source, just kind of knowing that your highest good is only here for you, and if it's not your highest good, it's not going to permeate through that beautiful light, okay? You could do that with your own intention, right? And that would really help you, because you got to put some kind of attention up. Otherwise, you're just going to be like an open sponge to the world's energy, which is not very peaceful. And that's what I'm picking up on you. Right, first thing that came to me was that you're a very sensitive person. So you want to do your best. I'll do a little clearing on you right now, so this way you're not picking up on people's lack consciousness. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes.
And you're picking, and I mentioned, you said your boyfriend, I kind of feel he has a little of that too. Is that true? Has he got a little lack consciousness? I'm not in his energy, but I'm just listening to what your soul's telling me.
Well, he describes himself and identifies as a broke musician, as if, that's a good thing.
Well, that's not helping you either. So we need, yeah, it's when you're connected with someone, it's really hard when you're in their energy and you're picking up on their belief system. So just do your best with the light, and let's go ahead and do a little clearing. Imagine white divine light of source or God. Do I have permission to work with you?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, so imagine white light above your head, and Annette, just imagine everything going from your feet all the way through your crown chakra into that beautiful white divine light of God or source with this sound, okay?
Okay.
Let's begin, and breathe and let it go, and let's begin. This is going to be a mini healing, okay? But it's very powerful, and my healings are very powerful. Let's go ahead and do that. Once you imagine that light, that really high-pitched sound I make right now is going to clear that energy off you. So let's do that now. Imagine it leaving. Feel that kind of lift off you?
Yeah?
Yeah, it's lightening up, so just keep breathing. Keep breathing.